Welcome to another episode of the Guerrilla Press. I am John, joined, this is giving me a little bit of agita, but to my right this week is the talker of talking, Sam. Welcome to the show this week, sir.
Thank you. It's nice to get this vantage point. You know, you don't really have a good side.
I don't have a good side, and you know, I'm just so used to everything. I'm always going left. You know, like I said, she sleeps on my left, you're always on my left, so I don't want any craziness.
Wait, are you comparing me to your girlfriend? Like, in the going left? And
I have just as good a time with you as I do with her. Let's put it that way. So, Sam, why don't you introduce our guest? We have our special guest, and I got to give Sam a lot of credit for hooking this up. So,
I have such power.
You do.
All right, we have two wrestlers with us this week. To my right is, I guess you're now Shane the Ace Koplenza.
It is Shane Ace Koplenza now. I got a first name now. I'm stepping up in life. You know what I mean? Oh yeah.
So, and then joined to your right is Breaux Keller. Correct?
Breaux Keller, and it's Breaux, bro. You know, throw a little spin on that.
Cheap pop.
Yeah, make it fun.
Now, you're currently the champion, correct?
That is correct. The Atomic Championship Wrestling Champion. Heavyweight champ.
This is the first sitting champion we've ever interviewed.
Yeah, we've never had a champion, and I have, like, toy wrestling belts. That's as close as you and I are ever going to
get.
So to actually have a champion on the show this week is pretty incredible. So we're going to get we have a lot to get to this week, considering Clash of Champions was just the other night, a big Raw Monday night with a big announcement with the Royal Rumble coming up, and we've got the two guys in the studio. So we're going to probably break up this week and try to do like a full interview with these guys at some point too. So if you guys are ready, we'll just roll right into it.
Yeah, let's
do it. Let's do it.
So first topic.
Yeah, let's talk about the Clash of Champions. Overall, guys, what did you think of, like, just nothing in particular? Did you think it was a top show or a middle show? What do you think?
I'm going into it, I didn't really have any expectations just because I feel like outside of the big, like, 4 shows, 5 shows, the rest is kind of just like building to get you to, whether it be coming up Royal Rumble, and then to get you in between is to get you to Mania, and in between is to get you to SummerSlam. So, I mean, I think it did what it was supposed to do.
Yeah, another one of those no-build shows. What did you guys think of that?
Honestly, I mean, I enjoyed the show, but I definitely agree with Sam on it. I mean, you kind of look at it from a different perspective, but if you look at the talent they have on the card now, like, every Monday and Tuesday you have a main event in every match almost. Yep. So Clash of Champions, I feel, is more of a build as you get to that road to WrestleMania. Good card, though. Great show. You know, I like Dolph one. I definitely enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I was just going to say that. Yeah. I mean, that was
surprise, right? Yeah. Because you texted me, you're like, big surprise. And I'm like, oh, I'm not watching. I got to get home and see what it is. I didn't know. I was like thinking in my head, and I did not think Ziggler. The only thing I thought was Natalya, which...
That's a shock too.
I wrote it down. Did you think, was that a retirement speech that she gave? Like, what was that?
It felt like
it. Definitely felt like it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it's. I just think they're setting something else up. I mean, they'll keep her relevant maybe for a little bit. And I mean, I know she's getting, like, not old. I don't want to say she's getting old, but women.
She's a woman over 30. And,
they're generally not around as long. And she's, finally got a little bit of run with the title, which was nice for her. So, could be right, but I think, like, unless maybe she wants to start a family.
Hey, pull the Bella.
That wouldn't be out of the question with her, seeing how she treats her cats.
Yeah.
That's true.
I'll be honest, I did watch an episode of Total Divas.
Oh my God.
Guilty pleasure.
No shame. Was it because Lana was on? You saw those? Because they ran a couple commercials and Lana looked pretty freaking amazing. So I was like, I'm going to turn... No, I'm not. I'm not going to turn it on.
I watched it. Yeah, there's some good peripherals, I'll say.
I mean, I guess the word would be ravishing.
Yeah, something like that. There we go. So I think, I mean, we would be totally fine without Natalya on the show. I could tell you that much. Like, that's the only problem. Is she's your most recent champion besides Charlotte, but if she disappeared, it wouldn't really matter, and that's sad because of the legacy and like all that stuff with her. But kind of a bummer. But all right, so
I say we just might as well roll right into Dolph.
Yeah, hell yeah, why not? What the hell are they thinking? I mean, there's got to be a long-term plan, or do you think he's just going to lose it on SmackDown? What do you think?
It's WWE. There's no long-term
There's no such thing?
No, they I mean, I was shocked. I think it was like, it's funny, I was like on the internet going through Twitter and everything, and you see like, people are like, people bitch that, WWE is so predictable. And then, like, they pull something like that and give Ziggler the title, and then what do people go on Twitter and say, like, why the hell did you give him the title? Like,
yeah, it makes no sense. I mean, it is cool because we're talking about it. If Baron Corbin had held the title, we wouldn't really give a shit because it's just predictable.
Honestly, I think this is going to be a lead up to Dolph and Rude. I think their end all be all on this has to be to put the belt on Rude. I mean, the guy's glorious. Let's be honest here.
Yeah.
I think it's a big pull to try to keep Ziggler there, too. His contract's coming up, and New Japan is definitely on that. New Japan has some good stuff coming up with Omega and Jericho. I think it might be a ploy to keep him, but hey, who knows? All I know, I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a good match, too. And I tell you, I don't know why, I still love the zigzag. You give me shit. I love that it's one of those out of nowhere moves.
For all the good things he does in the ring, I want a different finisher.
But I love an out of nowhere move. I mean, I like, a setup or like all that stuff, but I love that he just down and out. I just like those quick hits.
I love that WWE still allow a finisher to be called after a joint paper. I think it's hilarious. Like, come on, you have everything that you try to get rid of. You get rid of the curb stomp, but you're going to let this guy call it the zigzag.
Yeah, let's not get into the curb.
We'll bring that up because we're actually talking about that gentleman earlier tonight on the car ride down. So, Dolph winning big. I mean, the one shock of the night for sure.
Definitely a shock. Another not shock. Mojo Rawley wins, but does anyone give a shit? I know this is pre-show, but we've been talking about this Mojo Rawley thing for a while because I have such a hate for Mojo Rawley because of his Gronkowski relationship and because of his character. Do we give a shit? Can this just be over and done with, or what are we going to do with him?
I don't even know who he wrestled. I didn't even see that match. Yeah. I mean,
Ryder.
I couldn't tell you. Ryder.
There was a blow up between him and Zack Ryder.
I mean,
it wasn't really a blow up. Like,
Yeah.
pre-show. Hey,
exactly.
It's just a snap popper.
Yep.
I mean, I didn't get to watch SmackDown this week, but I don't know if they're going to do something with this or what.
From what I've read, that they're saying that Mojo's going to get a big mid-card push right now. You're going to love it. Yeah, they said they love this promos he cut that he put up on Twitter, and then the problem is they let these guys, like, I guess, record their own stuff kind of for Twitter a little bit, and then they go into the ring though and give them this super scripted, like, to the word, and it sounds awful, or they stumble over it. So I don't like Mojo either. I do like Zack Ryder.
You love Zack Ryder.
Yeah. You know what? I mean, it's going back a ways, but he was one of the first to try and get himself over with doing his own YouTube videos and everything. And it didn't do him any good.
Edgehead's brother.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of in agreement that we just want this to go away.
There's no doubt about that.
He was too early of a call-up from NXT, and by that I mean he should have never been called up from NXT.
I just don't know where he's going.
He wasn't over in NXT either.
No.
So I don't know.
He's friends with Gronk.
You said that. Yeah, you keep saying that. I think that's got to be what it is.
He doesn't get hype.
He
stays hype. He stays hype.
And if there's ever going to be somebody that goes into professional wrestling, it's be Gronkowski when he's done.
I'll definitely agree with that one. That guy is built and made for it.
As I say, he's huge. He loves to talk nonstop.
He's a marketing machine.
Yeah. That shoulder tackle at WrestleMania looked like the drizzling shits, though.
Give him some time. Give him a little bit of work.
Yeah. So we had the Usos continue to dominate the tag team division, even though we were hoping for a Rufus and Aiden English thing. Oh, Rufus is what we call Rusev.
Oh, hey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
hey, happy Rufus Day.
Yeah.
Well, I'm calling him your stepson.
That's fine, whatever it is.
But whatever.
My girlfriend's son,
yes,
he doesn't call him Rusev, he calls him Rufus. Like for real, he calls him Rufus. So I just started saying it, and I was like, so now I've got him saying Rufus, happy Rufus.
Yeah. You see it come up on a shirt, you better try to get some royalties on this.
Happy Rufus Day. But yeah, did I see Aiden English die in the ring? Didn't Gable give him an overhead suplex where he landed right?
Oh, right on the. Oh my gosh!
Did we get an update? Is Aiden English all right?
I haven't heard anything about it, but that looked nasty.
Yeah. It was like straight down, like when Nakamura dropped Cena on his head. Too. It was just like that.
Welcome back to TV time. Drop.
Yeah. So yeah, Usos retain. They're still the dominant team. Although we were talking before the show started that we think Gable and Benjamin should be getting more of a push. But are you cool with the Usos holding the titles?
At this point, I'm fine with it. I like the rebrand with the heel turn. I like the day one-ish, you know. Yeah. It's just one of those things like, day one-ish. It just kind of sticks.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But as far as like what I'm enjoying watching right now, Gable and Benjamin are just fun to watch. Gable is a beast to me.
Yeah.
I love the way the guy works in the ring, and you see his work ethic outside of the ring. Shelton Benjamin. You know, putting them two together just really, I think, complement each other. I think that's a good team right there.
Yeah, it's definitely a really good team. I mean, SmackDown, to me, is full of teams that any one of them could hold a title. I mean, for different reasons. Like, Breezango is so over, they could just be the champions. You'd be like, all right, cool.
And they don't even have to wrestle matches.
No,
they don't.
They don't have any...
It's vignettes.
Yeah, it's all it is.
They had that match against the Bludgeon Brothers, though.
Yeah.
And they got... I hate
destroyed.
It took like 6 minutes, and they were already... They're boom, done.
Yeah, but... That's what I mean, like the whole division, and now you add the Bludgeon Brothers to it. There's like 6 legit tag teams, whereas on Raw, it's either the Shield or it's the Bar, and that's it. Now the Revival came back, which we'll get to when we get to Raw. But I think SmackDown has too many tag teams for a 2-hour show, in my opinion.
And you would think it has to lead to the Bludgeon Brothers challenging the Usos,
totally,
because they're building these guys up, and now they only have one name. They're it's Harper and Rowan. He's not Luke Harper or Luke Harper.
Because nobody remembers that, right?
Yeah, it was so long ago.
They didn't walk out with Bray or anything.
So, I mean, that seems to be the direction they're going. I just found the Usos have put on so many high quality matches with so many different teams at this point.
It's one of those where you want to see a new team in it, but you're cool with them having it because they deserve it and they put up good matches all the time. Speaking of good matches every time, Charlotte, your girl. Well, not your girl. You don't actually love her.
I mean,
that is your girl. We need to talk a little more.
It's only his girl because he loves Nate so much that anything he ever created, Sam loves. Association.
I've always said I'd have a problem if I could ever pull even and this was even before Charlotte was a known commodity. I even said dude, you give me a Brooke Hogan, and I was I'm not even gonna we'd be broken up in a month because I wouldn't even spend any time talking to her. I'd be is your dad gonna be here? And when he gets here, can you go do something else? We're gonna talk. I was I'm gonna be going down. I'm tell me about WrestleMania 3. Let's walk through the match.
We need to talk about this brother. Come on.
Exactly.
Sam has told the story on the podcast about 26 times about how he met Ric Flair, and every time I act like I've never heard the story before, just so he gets that excitement in his face. He's this is time I met him, and he told me the same story again today. He was just telling me again they met Ric Flair. I know, man. I get it. So
way better than you meeting the angry video game guy or whatever his name is.
Let's not. This is a wrestling podcast. You fucking not talking about my other nerdy shit that I do in my other free time.
What a dick move.
So all right. So we're cool with Charlotte. Do we have any idea what's going to happen after this? If Natalya retired, is this going to be?
Do you want me to tell you and spoil everything for you?
Are you going to say?
I would like for you to do that.
I'm intrigued.
It's got to end up with Charlotte and Ronda Rousey at Mania.
You're not spoiling shit. You've been saying that for 3 months.
I know. I'm going to spoil it again for the listeners every time they call in, listen, whatever the fuck they're doing.
Whatever they're doing.
And what do you think? We'll get to my other thought then, but you don't think Charlotte and Rousey at Mania? No chance?
It might be, but are you seriously going to tell me it's December now and they're going to wait until April to have her have another title program?
Oh, I mean, there'll be programs in between. And
I said what's next. I didn't say what's next.
That's what matters. This is all just filler till then.
Oh, you're filler.
I think a heel turn's on the horizon. And
I
just
hope
heard about
she's
that
way
too.
better as a heel.
She's awesome.
Dude, let's honestly look at this. The Nate, the 30th player in the game, she is a lineage to the Nature Boy. She has to be heel. She has to be the dirtiest female in the game. Yeah. It has to go there at some point.
None of that.
She proved she could do it already.
I have to be honest, I don't like her smile. I like when she's scowling and she's angry. Her angry face is way more appealing to me. Yeah, natural. Yeah,
it's natural.
I think when she went and got all that Botox, I think she was frowning because when she smiles, it looks like it hurts. It hurts her face.
To that point, it's like a crooked smile.
It is.
So play that on the.
That's natural.
Yeah. We're replaying SmackDown right now, and she's scowling in the ring, and it looks like that's just her natural face. When she smiles, it's just it all falls apart.
Mm-hmm.
This program, I mean. She can work. Naomi can work. I mean, this could be a good matchup if they go at it for a couple times.
So there you go. That could be her next thing until your magical Rousey thing that's never going to happen. She's going to ask for too much money.
The 4 horsewomen, it's coming.
It's coming. They could go. Yeah, exactly. They could go that angle too. The 4 horsewomen.
Oh, could you imagine Ronda popping at the Rumble?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I'm thinking is going to happen.
It could. Yeah, it absolutely could happen. Okay, so let's talk about the Owens and Zayn match against Randy. The haircut Orton and Nakamura. What the hell did you guys all think? I'll just kind of sit back and let you talk about this one because I think it went perfectly, honestly, in my opinion. So go ahead.
I'm going to agree, but I'm also a little biased. I'm a huge Steen fan.
Okay.
I was a Steen fan before he ended up signing the contract. He's one of the bigger influences for me as far as an independent guy that I watched a lot. Cool. I mimic a lot of that brawling style. The guy can do it all. So can Sami Zayn. I've never seen Sami Zayn play heel like this.
Yeah.
He's not your typical heel.
It's cool.
I really thought they worked this match to perfection. Yeah. The spots were perfect. The timing was perfect. And again, I mean, it's, Owens and Sami Zayn and Orton and Nakamura. You're not talking about low-level stars.
Yeah, absolutely. Even the 2 referees were top level.
Oh.
Which I know we talked a little bit about Shane being in the, top. I'm fine with Shane McMahon being among the top stuff. I don't like when he's the main event, which I wrote that down. No McMahon in the main event was kind of you know. But,
unless we're talking Austin and Vince.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what'd you guys?
I mean, it was good that they were able to put a story within a story too.
Yeah.
Because I was touched on this earlier and talked to my buddies about it. To have the match itself, you put on that story, but then you're also developing, you know, Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
Like, what's going to boil over with those two, and then how's that going to play out?
Yeah.
I mean, they played it out just so nicely.
Now, I got to say it because it's in everybody's mind. Does this mean that we're going to see Shane O'Mac and Daniel Bryan and Bryan back in the ring?
We were talking about that.
What it feels like.
It feels like that, and
That's what it
SmackDown,
feels like.
that tension was definitely there. I mean, and the crowd wants it. They maybe didn't want Shane to be his first opponent back, but whatever. At this point, just to see him back in the ring is going to be good enough for us.
Oh, yeah.
And WWE needs it. They need, at WrestleMania, they need these special,
There's no more Taker.
Right,
matches,
right,
and
exactly.
You got to fill that spot.
Right.
Yep. And you know that Shane's always got... Now, Shane always has to have a match at Mania, apparently, is like the new thing.
Yeah.
Just like Triple H always has to have a match at Mania.
True.
Mm-hmm. So
what do you think that the Zayn and Owens thing goes from here? I mean, obviously they won, so they're still around, but like, what else could they possibly do? Because if Shane's busy with Daniel Bryan, you know what I mean? Are they?
they're going to feud again.
You think
That's
they'll
what
feud
I'm waiting
again?
for. But I don't think they're going to do it right away.
Nah,
I think they're going to
they
milk
can't.
this.
I hope so.
I could see, and this is no joke, the way WWE works, I could see Owens, Zayn next WrestleMania. Not this one.
Not this one. Okay.
Next WrestleMania. Look at what they did in ROH.
True. Well, and I was thinking, like, remember the slow ass burn with him and Jericho? That was like almost a full year.
Yeah.
That's
Entertaining though for
Yeah.
a full year.
Yeah. So, I mean, if we know Owens can pull this off, where every week you're just like, oh, God, I want him to get punched in the face. And then finally you're going to get punched in the face. So, yeah.
But does that mean you have to build Zayn more?
Probably going to have to.
You know what I
He's
mean?
gonna
I mean,
have
you're
some
going to have
more-
to give him a little bit more credibility if
Yeah,
you're going to
'cause
really
he's-
build a main event off that.
At this point, he's no Jericho.
No.
You know?
Right, and that's the thing. He came up and he had good matches and everything, but he wasn't getting really any big wins. And he wasn't built to like where they build up Kevin Owens.
Yeah,
as a credible threat to anybody.
Right, his thing is being the underdog. You can't be that and like have Kevin Owens beat the shit out of you. You actually have to have some.
But you figure Zayn, again, we'll go back to him as more face because that's
Yeah.
what he can play better. And
Yeah.
then he can take the beatings because we come back at the end and hit him with the blue thunderbomb that pins nobody.
That nobody. They always call it like it's the end of the world. Blue Thunderbomb. Oh, it's a 2 count.
It's not even a 2 count. It's like 1 and a.
Yeah, it's like the Superman punch, which doesn't pin anybody. You know,
Yeah.
There's these like setup moves that everybody has that they call like it's the end of the world and nothing comes of it.
Yeah,
So.
I wish they would switch it up once in a while. Have like that end it, or you don't have to eat like 13 finishers to end the match. Yeah.
It drives me crazy at times. I mean, I think everybody in the room will agree with I miss JR, man.
Yeah.
I miss actually calling moves for what they were, making it look competitive, making it sound competitive.
Yeah.
That was different. And, alright, how many times did you see Stone Cold hit maybe more than 2 stunners?
Yeah. I mean,
But every time he did, it was like, Stone Cold stunner!
Yeah.
Stone Cold! It meant something. Now it's like, oh, look, another super kick.
Yeah. Well, what was the move? Oh, on Monday on Raw, Rollins hit a perfect frog splash. And the match wasn't over. That
Yeah.
should have ended the match.
Yeah.
If Rollins was going to win that match anyways, why win it with the...
You were talking about
The knee!
his move is now the knee.
The knee.
Yeah. Like,
he hit him with the knee.
It's so intimidating.
Yeah.
like you have this guy
Watch
that
out
can
for that knee.
that can
with
do
the pad
pretty
on
much
it.
anything, and you have him doing like a jumping knee.
And it doesn't,
Yeah.
it doesn't have a name that drives me crazy.
Hugging the guy from the back.
It's like when they do a clothesline, they don't say the arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's stupid. Like, call it
The knee from hell.
Give it
The knee,
something.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Add anything to it.
Anything would be
Yeah.
fine. I mean, but it looks so sloppy, that fucking knee. That frog splash should just be his finisher. I mean, really, it was beautiful. It was straight because he was close to the corner. It was straight up and down, and he got super high. It should have ended the match since he was going to win anyways. Is my point.
I loved the curb stomp.
Oh,
I
we
really
did too.
did.
That
I
was the best
loved
finish.
that
It was so
move.
original in your knee.
Yeah.
Exactly, and it wasn't something you saw.
And anybody
all the
could
time.
take it.
Yeah,
You could do it to anybody. Anybody could
Yep.
take it. And I still think of that Mania with the Orton RKO.
Oh my god!
Yes.
I popped so hard right here in this seat, dude. I exploded. Biggest pop period.
Yeah, that was
I
awesome.
mean,
was amazing.
I'm an Orton fan, but like that, I was like, oh my God!
Yeah, that made that match.
Oh, man.
Because otherwise, what was that match for? No one even knows. But you remember that fucking shit.
Right.
So, yeah.
It pissed me off it was in the sunlight. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I like the stadium feel, but, dude, get something closed off.
Yeah.
Give it the show feel.
Yeah. Or have it on the East Coast. Start at 7 o'clock.
It was that West Coast.
We're a little biased on that one. Keep it on the East Coast!
Yeah, it's on the East Coast, yeah.
Go to Philly.
Too cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They could do it in Florida like
Well,
they did last
in New
year.
York.
Start at 7 o'clock.
Come to Philly, damn it. That's closer for us.
Yes, exactly. So, talking about things that are predictable, AJ Styles wins, as he should. Thank God. Thank God they didn't throw us a crazy swerve there. Is this the end of the Jinder experiment? As a true top main event?
I hope not.
Okay.
It's not. Go ahead. I want you to go first.
No,
I'm on your same wavelength.
It's just like, he brings such a unique, like, villainous, like, actual old school, like, foreign heel to
I like
it.
Boom. Iron Sheik.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Bang. I'm in the same wavelength.
Yeah.
I enjoyed him. He is a good heel champion.
Yeah.
He'll never be a face. He
No,
will not be a
yeah,
face
no way in
champion.
hell.
But he's a damn good heel champion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really was. I enjoyed his run.
You can do so many things with it too, especially with the Singh brothers in there too. They add a nice little twist. I mean, so many people give him such a hard time for like not having these astounding matches and whatnot. But it's badass. Those guys play a whole nother level in it, and it just adds so much to the whole quality of it.
I think because he was champ, it's not like they can bust him right down the card anyway. I think he'll be upper mid, and use him as a heel there.
Yep.
I saw. It was funny. He broke out Ryback's finisher.
Oh, yeah.
After him and Ryback, Ryback was, of all people, calling him out for juicing.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah, seriously, of all people. Like,
right.
That's like when you and I call each other fat on this podcast.
Yeah. Which we do quite often. Yeah.
We do that all the time. I like Jinder. I don't love Jinder, but I like that he does the old, like you said, the old school. Like he just slow ass moves, grinding them down like that.
Heel, dude.
Guys like that make the other people look
Gets
amazing.
actually booed.
Damn right.
Exactly.
And
It's
he
a
gets
heel.
booed too. Yeah, that's true. So you need guys like Jinder because if everybody's doing flips, it's just boring as shit. You know?
Yeah.
Spot fest,
Look,
man.
you looks like you have like
Look,
strong.
you guys brought up the revival, man. No flips, just punches and kicks. I love it. Like what got me into professional wrestling was storylines, like being encapsulated by the story that they were telling.
Yeah.
It wasn't all the flips and the spots. Now, don't get me wrong; they're great moves. I think they have high impact, and there's a place for them.
Yeah.
But I miss the psychology.
Yeah.
Because that's what I loved.
Well, that's just it. There's a place for them. Like too many guys are just like, oh, do this, this,
Yep.
and it's just like, whoa, I can't even keep up.
Mm-hmm.
But if you put them where they should be, and you like build like the old
It
JR,
means something.
it's like, whoa, that's huge thing.
Well, while we're talking about it, I might as well bring up the big thing that's been going on like for last week on Twitter. I don't know. Did you see? It was two UFC guys. One was Chase. I forget his name. The other guy is Daniel Cormier.
Okay.
So Cormier said he tagged another UFC guy that also wrestles. He's what the fuck is that guy's name? I can't remember his name. The guy that did UFC and does wrestling in like Japan. And he basically was like he
I know
brought.
who you're talking
Did you
about.
see the video that he put up? It was Young Bucks. And
Oh, is the dropkick fest?
yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And it was.
Is this bad for
that
wrestling?
final battle?
Did you
Yeah.
see that spot? It was
That
like
six-man
drop kick,
drop kick.
and then the 6-man drop kick,
Yeah.
and then go back. And basically, that's what's been going on the internet all week because I saw like people are going back and forth, and then people are like Cody Rhodes came out and stood up for the Young Bucks, and then somebody responds to them back, and then Brandy Rhodes got involved. And by the way, whatever, I don't care, you guys. I love Brandy Rhodes.
Oh, she's amazing.
No, I'm cool with that.
I'm on your page.
I'm cool with Cody. But my problem is, all right, if I'm really trying to kick somebody's ass, am I really going to throw a drop kick when there's 6 guys in there?
Yeah.
No. I'm going to punch him in the mouth. I'm just realistic.
Right.
There's 6 guys in there, and guess what? We're brawling.
Yeah.
It's not a tag match anymore. Everybody's in the ring.
Well, in that particular video was like just drop kick after drop. It was like a little
Before
silly.
that, it was like
Yeah.
one of those like obviously super choreographed like with like
tackle drops on hip toss, bro.
Bang.
not
Boom,
even
bang,
like
boom,
not
pow.
even that. It's just like gymnastics basically. Like
Yeah.
Jim Cornette would say, it was like this is gymnastics. But and I don't like put down like I'm not the type of person to put down anybody's like. I feel like there's a million different styles of wrestling.
Absolutely.
It's all what you really enjoy, and the show should be a mix of probably a lot
Look
of
at
that.
Rufus dressed like SmackDown. Sorry, guys.
SmackDown's on replay.
We're replaying SmackDown right now.
Hey, there's Aiden. He's not dead.
Yeah, he's
not
fine.
dead.
He
Yeah.
survived.
And they make the pale white guy be the snowman.
I bet you
Totally
Rufus
fitting.
is saying
I love
something
it.
hilarious right now too. So
Happy Rufus
Rufus
Day.
Day.
Happy Rufus Day. I'll drink a novel to that. I mean, read a novel to that.
that as well.
Read a novel.
But
I'm sorry, Sam. I didn't
no, it was just interesting to me. Like there was like then you had Vince Russo weigh in, and you had Cornette come in, and then you have like all these, and then Cody's diss was pretty good actually because he was like whatever, and his comment was something to the effect of when you guys' career done, you come looking for a wrestling job, and all you are on the comp list at the Staples Center. So that was pretty good, but it was just like I get both sides of it too. Like, you can watch something like that, I'm like, it's super unrealistic, you know. But hey, if the fans are popping for it and enjoying it that are there, that's all that matters.
That's really
if those fans had a good time, I mean,
and I'm going to throw this out there. Like, I might say I might not like enjoy that myself, but who am I to critique these guys who are up on the largest stage possible, getting pops and doing their job? I'm not saying that it wasn't a good spot or that it wasn't the right thing to do. Me as a fan at that point, not as a worker, I just want to see something more realistic. Those guys are at the top of their game. You're talking about the Young Bucks, you know what I mean? You're talking about some of the best guys in the industry right now. Who am I the hell to judge? Guess what? I still watched it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're still watching it, and we're fucking talking about it.
Exactly.
That's the other thing. It got us talking.
They're making a shit ton of money. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
So I would say, so are we. This podcast is going out to millions of people, right?
Millions!
All right, so let's move on to Raw. Let's talk about the big announcement. The Women's Royal Rumble is going to happen.
I texted you immediately when I saw it. And I said what I didn't like was, so they're going to finish the whole segment, and they're making this historic announcement, and then it like goes to the end of the show, and they show like the girls are like hugging each other. Like, oh, like we're so happy. Proud. Like, you just tried to build this whole thing about like women's equality, basically. And it was when you came down to the ring, they were all brawling each other, going at it. You announced this, and then it's like, oh, we're all so happy. They should have went right back to kicking each other's ass. That would have sold the right there.
I love that.
I don't understand. Like, and then like they showed the hug I saw was like, and I know they're all in the same group. Was Absolution, right?
Absolution.
Yeah. Absolution.
Yeah, I don't want to say Evolution. That's quite different. But Absolution.
Absolute vodka? Sorry.
Yeah. Gave a hug to each other. And I'm like, there's supposed to be these killer heels that everybody was just brawling with. And now, like, it's like, oh, we're going to get to be in the Rumble. Yay. Like, I thought that was a disservis to them.
Well,
to have them do that. It sure wasn't their idea to, like, let's all hug afterwards.
It's just, it's disappointing because I think honestly, it sets the women back again in wrestling.
Right.
Because it makes them... They want them to be equal to men. By saying that women will hug... In the world, that's probably a great thing. Yep. You know what I mean? If you're talking real life. But we're talking about wrestling. They're supposed to hate each other. And because these women... That means to me, like, they're lesser of a warrior or something like that. Because they're just going to hug it out. And then maybe we'll go have a little fight. And then that'll be it.
And I think Breaux will agree with me on this. We come from a little bit of a different angle on that because we're trained at ACW, which is ACW and Rogue Women Warriors, which we have someone like Lufisto there. Dude, you put Lufisto in that rank, somebody's going to get their jaw broken. It's popping off. She is a worker, dude. These girls can kick ass. Let them show that.
That's what I mean. Like, showing that they have a soft side doesn't do anything for me. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make me...
take away from
Total Divas does that enough.
There you go. If I want to see women acting like catty women and stuff and hugging each other, I'll watch Total Divas.
Exactly.
If I want to watch them kick some ass, I'll watch Raw.
Mostly it's fighting each other on Total Divas, just in different ways.
and it's skimpy outfits.
Throwing drinks on each other. And
it's skimpy outfits. So it sucks because, like I said, I called for the Rumble, the Women's Rumble, a few weeks ago on this very show, and then now I don't want it to happen. Because I feel like it's not... First of all, it's going to make the real Rumble seem shitty. It's kind of like when they did the women's ladder and the men's ladder, the Money in the Bank matches. By the time the men's one came around, not that I didn't want to see it, but I was like, I just saw this an hour ago.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, don't worry about it. Ronda Rousey's going to come out and clean house.
I'd like to see James Ellsworth enter the Women's Royal Rumble.
When Santino Marella.
Yeah. And that's not a knock on him. I love the guy, but I'd love to see something like that.
Funny.
But it's WWE, so Reigns will come down in a wig or something.
That's just it. Can you imagine in Philly, like,
oh my
Roman Reigns with both Rumbles?
Yeah, his Rumble went great in Philly.
We both think he's going to win this year.
I kind of expect it.
Just because WWE loves to troll us, man. They know that's the thing we don't want to see.
I told you, I don't think they can't do it. They already know what'll happen if he wins it.
Yeah.
That's why I said my thoughts.
What do you think's going to happen?
I told you that somebody from the Blue Brand's winning it. So, because Roman and Brock's been set in stone forever.
Yeah,
they're going to get to that no matter what. They'll pick somebody on SmackDown to win, to challenge whoever they have the champ at that point.
Well, yeah, because AJ doesn't really have...
I'd like to see Rude.
Yeah.
I think Kevin Owens...
Oh,
Like
could be
literally-
Kevin
I would love
Owens.
to see.
I'm a mark for Owens. Steam fight.
Yeah.
If Owens, I think Owens is the best choice for the Rumble because it would put him back up into the main event instead of this whole feuding with Shane.
Right,
shit.
and Sammy could be like his, take him to the ring, whatever.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
pull the
Yeah.
shenanigans and
It
everything.
could make that work.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good choice if it's not Roman.
I think they'll tease Roman winning the Rumble, and just because that's what they'll want to do to piss everybody off. But
now,
Shit, another
They definitely
Reigns
can.
wins. I'm gonna drink to that.
the only way that one of those guys won't win is if Batista comes back or Triple H.
No,
if
Batista
one of,
cannot
If
come
one of
back.
Triple H's boys
He's
is back,
talking about it.
I mean, what was it? The last
That's
2
pretty
years? It's
good.
been Orton and Triple H, Reigns, Batista, right? Are the last 4 winners. So it's always one of Triple H's boys. Which again, Kevin Owens is one of his boys. So,
Oh, absolutely.
anyways, all right. So talking about the main event at the Royal Rumble, or supposedly main event, the title match. Kane is in a goddamn world title match.
Thank
at
God.
age
Good for
2018.
him.
In
Thank
2018.
God.
Good for
Thank
him.
God.
I mean, good for him, yes.
Yeah.
Bad for us. That's the
Yeah.
problem. Like, talk about Jinder working a slow match. This match is going to plod. You know?
yeah, I worry about the aesthetics of this match. And last night, frickin' the F5, Brock had
shit.
trouble getting
over
Kane.
it.
Yeah, I thought they
Yep.
were going to go down to the... First I thought it was meant, and I'm like, oh shit, it wasn't. He was supposed to go. And dude, Brock is... I know he's strong, so if he's having problems,
Well, I don't think he usually, F5s men with, beer guts. I think, the gut, threw him off. You know what I mean?
dude, it was
Yeah.
hard to get. Some of these guys, he tosses over, but Kane, you could tell it took him a lot to get that F5 off. And
Yeah,
hook him up.
absolutely.
But I mean, as far as the aesthetics of the match, I mean, yeah, they're not going to move. Look who's in it. It's
Yeah.
Brock, Kane, and Braun.
Yeah.
Power
These
show.
guys are huge. They're big guys, which honestly, I'm going to enjoy that match. I like Kane
yeah.
being in it now because right now, Braun needs that. I think Braun is the future of big men, to be 100%.
Oh, absolutely.
The
There's
guy's
no
going to be a
question there,
freak.
yeah.
I think he's more athletic than a lot of the big guys you've seen. Let's take it back to WCW when Big Show first got started.
Yeah.
He wasn't as big, but can move. He was a little
Yeah.
more agile for a big
Right.
man. Braun trumps that.
Yeah.
I think it's going to set up Braun to look really strong, but I don't think they're going to work it right. I think it's going to be okay, Braun's here to make Brock look stronger.
Well, I think
Brock
it's just-
loses to Reigns.
I think it's just going to be this way Brock can still retain and not...
Kane's going to eat the
Right.
pin.
I was going to say, that's why he's
That's what I was
there.
trying to
Yeah.
say.
Somebody
Yep.
needs to lose.
Because they can't,
That would be 2 losses
No,
in a row.
Kane's going to win the strap.
Yeah, Braun already
Oh my God.
losing to Brock in that other match. I don't think he can tolerate another loss at this point.
No.
I don't know when they finally pull the trigger on a big Braun get the belt or chase it hard.
I hope so.
Type thing, but I mean they've already invested forever now, and I mean it's that. It seems for me it's been a year since last Mania when I'm okay, so next year's Brock and Roman.
Yeah.
Because they had the match at Mania 4, and then you had
Seth cashed in, so
right.
Roman wouldn't have to look bad. Or neither one of them really had to look bad. So, yeah, kind of a bummer. But let's just hope that they swerve us like they did with the Dolph Ziggler thing, and we'll see what happens there. What else we already hit on the Revival. Love that they're in the tag team division because, first of all, it looked like maybe they took out Dean Ambrose with that injury, so that somebody else can get elevated to the tag title, which could be the Revival. I don't know because it's supposedly two heel teams, but who cares anymore about that?
The Revival's going to get a pop, though.
Yeah.
They're those traditional, old school wrestling fans like us that grew up on that,
Yeah,
kicking ass, taking names type atmosphere. I like the Revival. Now, I mean, if I'm talking about, Bullet Clubs, fuck the Revival. But
FTR, man.
same time, dude, for WWE, that's old school shit. I love
like
that.
it. I love them
that.
in NXT too. I mean, they were.
Oh, hell yeah.
They were awesome. I've been saying to this guy forever, and I think you agree with me that Raw needs tag teams so bad. They have 3 hours to fill, and they give us
That's because they got the cruiserweights.
Yeah, the same 2 tag teams, and I'm fine with cruiserweights, but there's just never any. The best tag team match of the night is always 2 singles guys put together in a tag match against the Bar. That's always the best tag match.
That's true.
of every Monday
When you
night.
look at it, yeah.
They don't actually have a team to go up against. What, Rhino and Slater? Come on.
Yeah, they
Gore!
They started an angle last night for
They
that.
did,
yeah.
they
Where
got
basically,
caught.
I guess, it seems like they'll probably be done at some point, but they were basically like, you need to like shape up or ship out, basically.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, I guess I read that Ambrose is legit hurt. So
is he? Okay.
They had to like
that.
write something in to get him some time off.
A honeymoon injury.
Like
sex injury with Renee Young.
You said that he's worked the most matches over the last like 3 years in WWE.
And, like, by far.
He's probably
like,
beat
you look
up.
at the stats or
He
something.
has
really
an orthodox style too.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sure he gets hurt all the time.
if you watch his shit from CZW,
he's
that guy was out of his
reckless.
damn
Yeah.
mind.
Oh, yeah.
Which I love. I mean, I appreciate that. I like
You
psychos.
like
What can I
crazies?
say?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think the WWE style is pretty tame compared to like
It has to be.
Right,
what
yeah.
he was doing before.
Yeah. So the
No
one
color.
other point you wanted to get to before we talk to these guys about their event next weekend, you were tired of them saying how Jason Jordan. Go ahead, just look at the
He's
He already
ready
did the
for
thing.
it.
Hot button.
He already knows.
Listen, every week, like I know what they're doing. They're giving Jordan all these competitive losses. I'm tired of hearing Michael Cole say every damn week, fill in the name of the blank guy, gets a win over a very game Jason Jordan. You can't keep saying the same thing every freaking week that, it was close, whatever. Like, use a different term. I just hate Michael Cole so much. I think it's the problem. Like, he adds nothing to the show.
He does add nothing. He tells us exactly what's happening.
He subtracts from the show. Like you were saying,
Thank you.
JR
Dude.
made everything seem more important. That's what, and I was talking before, we were talking about like me doing some ring announcing. The Fink made everything seem more important.
Oh my God,
It
yeah.
was, it was like these guys made these wrestlers sound better, look better. If you put everybody over, half these matches now, if I'm like, they're not even paying attention to the match. They're not calling the moves. They're not putting over like any small like tidbits of information that
You can get the WWE Network for $9.99.
Yeah.
By the way, you can get the ACW Network for $6.99.
There it is.
Cheap plug, baby.
There it is.
Is there a free 30-day trial? Or
Not yet, brother, but you can
Not
purchase by
now.
99 cents per match. You can watch such superstars as Shayn Ace Koplenza and the heavyweight champion of ACW, Breaux Keller.
That's not bad. Am I the only one that... Did they take away the thing where they say this match is scheduled for one fall? I
did.
think they took it out. Why? The fuck are they doing
They
this?
bounce.
Well, I saw an article, but I didn't read it, about why they got rid of it. But it used to be, this match is scheduled for one fall. One fall!
Yeah.
And the whole crowd would go, I think that might be why they got rid of it.
People doing
That's a
anymore.
But
stupid
that's-
reason.
it
To get
is.
the crowd into it.
The
Like,
whole point is to get the crowd into
Seriously.
it. So why
Don't let 'em-
take
No,
it away?
don't pop!
don't let them yell what to every fucking thing somebody says. But
What?
that's
Promo,
Oh
yeah.
my god!
What?
Oh.
Like
What?
when I announce, I want all the like build up in the world, and before give them the following match is scheduled for one fall.
One fall.
What is for, and like lay it all out and
Yeah.
make it more important than it actually is.
Right.
It sounds rushed. Like when JoJo was saying it the other day, I forget what match. I think it was last Monday when they did the tag title match. I think they did. She
it was last
blew
Monday.
through those introductions so fucking fast, and it was like you need that one fall thing because that's like a breath.
And I want-
match is scheduled for one fall.
I want weights and towns. Damn it! I want
yeah.
everybody has to have a weight. Everybody has to have a talent. I don't
Hailing
want
from.
Yeah, exactly. And I need a weight. I need to like.
You want the women's weights, not just Nia Jax.
Yeah, I want
too.
everybody.
Oh,
God. They announced Nia's weight. Nobody else is.
Nobody
I find that
else
wrong.
is,
Yeah.
No. You're telling me they're not, like, looking for a problem with doing that either?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, snowflakes, but we live in a soft world.
Yeah,
It's the way that it works. Eventually it's going to piss somebody off the wrong
I don't know how
way.
they've gotten away with it this long.
Seriously.
Only announcing the fat chicks weight and not everybody else. Like,
Mm-hmm.
how has nobody caught on to that? But they'll stop the one fall thing.
I'm waiting for Nia to start
Yeah.
calling people jabronis, and then I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Well, maybe she'll win the Rumble because she's related to Roman Reigns.
Oh my god. Her and Roman win on the same night. That'd be so great.
It's the lineage.
I need to cut in for 1 second. So we're watching SmackDown right now, and we don't have volume on, so whatever. Did he just throw down the belt?
He did.
And basically, what I got from it was like, doesn't want it.
He
Maybe.
basically said,
Oh,
"Screw
that
it."
better not be the case.
I mean,
Kick off my dude.
Maybe he's like, I'm better than this, and I should get more. Maybe I will need to rewatch it again then.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. He's
But-
here to show the world.
If you guys couldn't tell, we're recording on a Tuesday night, so we're watching this as it's happening, and it's like, what, Ro? Oh, well.
I like
Oh.
it.
What a badass move.
Give us
Seriously.
some character,
Some Shane Douglas in this bitch. Screw this title.
So, let's talk, fellas. So, we've got you here for a reason.
All right.
We've got some interesting people here. You got a big event coming up in a week and a half. Tell us about what's happening. I know you both obviously have some big matches, so
Yeah.
why don't you tell us about what's going on, what led up to the matches, and
You want to fire off? You got a big return coming up.
Yeah, I guess I can fire this one off, bro. So, yeah, I mean, December the 30th at Reverb in Reading, Pennsylvania. This is my first match back. I had some personal things that I had to deal with, and it's actually against my former partner, Jason Gotti.
Wow.
I say former because, former friend, former partner. Some shady shit went on behind the scenes. And ultimately, it is what it was. I was held back. It's my turn now. I'm going to show exactly why everybody liked the MOB. And it wasn't Gotti. It was Shayn Ace Koplenza.
Nice.
Look, I'm here to kick ass and drink beer when I'm done. And I'm not here to curse at the fans. These people are pushing for me anyway. That's why they were cheering me before I left. Now I got my shit together, and guess what? It's time for me to make an impact. So come the 30th, that ACW Tri-State Championship, that bitch is coming home with me. And I'm going to drink a beer when I'm done with it. So Jason Gotti, get a pillow. Time to go night-night, bitch.
I'll drink a beer with you. How's that sound?
Cheers, brother. I already down mine, so I'll get one after the show. So, and obviously you've got a title match coming up next Saturday night. So tell us about your build-up. What do you got going on?
So, excuse me. Last month I had a match with Louis G. Rich. And
Hell of a match.
Great match. Oh my god, let me tell you, he's a hell of a competitor. I'll give him all the credit in the world. And just what drove me nuts. So we have our match, and I come out on top, and I thought everything was fine. It was a friendly competition. That's what we're all about. We're competing with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But he kept preaching, like, before the match, respect, respect, respect. I'm a young guy. He doesn't think I showed him enough respect. So what's he do after our match? Hits me with a low blow. And I'm like, dude, come on. What a hypocrite. So we have a little bit of a feud brewing here, and he gets another shot at the title. He wants respect. I'll give him another shot. I mean, he's going to take advantage of, a weak spot here after a match. Fine, so be it.
Same result, bro.
Same result. 2 out of 3 falls. I want to make sure that if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. And he's going to get all the opportunities in the world. So, there he has it.
So this would be the following match. Is best out of
2 out of 3 balls.
So, and this Louis G. Rich, what does he go by? His
Wrestler of the Millennium.
I thought so.
I beg to differ.
He has a plaque, though, doesn't he? That he carries around?
Yeah, he does. He has a plaque. But I don't
yeah.
know if he got that made himself. And I mean, Things Remembered has some pretty crazy shit. I don't know. Yeah. Just like Jason Gotti toting around that Tri-State Championship acting like he beat anybody. Guess what? Daddy's home.
So where can fans get tickets?
You can actually hit myself up. You can hit Breaux Keller up here. You can get us at Complete. It's Complete Inbox, which is in Ephrata. You can also purchase them online now at the Atomic Pro Wrestling website,
which is atomicprowrestling.com.
Cool. Perfect. You'll find information on myself, on Breaux Keller on there as well. You can purchase your tickets up front. If you are looking to go to this event, I'm going to be completely honest. This is a shoot. These tickets are flying. This is a big show. Nice. We're at Reverb. We're burning the house down. There's no doubt about it.
Don't forget that.
They got beer, so I'm going to literally kick ass and drink beer.
Other big matches going on that night that you guys know of? Is there anything else in the card?
Twisted Tape versus Stockade.
Yep.
In a no-holds-barred match.
That's
anything goes, which a big reason I came back was because Twisted Tape brought me into this business.
Nice.
He's been dealing with some shit with Stockade for a while, and, cool. I'm on his team. I'm Team ACW, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, there's some other good matches.
There's some women's matches on the card.
Oh, absolutely.
I was going to say, on the women's side, you have Tess Valentine, the current Rogue champion. She's going up against Ray Lynn, so that's always something to look out for. Tess Valentine's amazing. Keeping it on the women's side, Penelope Ford's coming in.
Yeah.
So that's pretty exciting. Her and Delmi Exo, they're going to go after it. You can't leave out Rockin' Rebel.
Oh my God, no. Legend.
Rockin' Rebel, he's with Scotty Jeffries and Mondo. They're going up against Bobby Kruger, Pretty Fly, and Adam Anthrax. So
that'll be a good brawl.
Yeah, I mean, there's even a ladder match? We can't leave
that out.
I mean, come on, yeah. So.
This is why I said you need to get tickets now. Front row's almost sold out.
Yeah, this is
we're going to tag a bunch of these people and we post
this
on Twitter.
We'll put all the information out there. We got
on the Twitter machine.
And we got
the Twitter machine?
On Tapped Out Network. They've got tons of followers that be able to check you guys out on your websites and everything. So What else? Anything else to add for the episode this week, Sam?
Not that I can remember right now.
Did you want to do a music challenge this week?
I still would like to, yes.
You would like to? All right, well, why don't you fill a little bit of time here while I pull something up for you?
All right, so the music challenge basically is he tries to play like an entrance music, and I have to guess it within a certain amount of time. We're actually going to be having a formal competition on our episode next week. Our one friend Dan is coming in for the holidays. He's challenging me in the music competition. He's stumped me now.
Well, shit, you better put that title online here soon, brother.
He's been he has always talked himself up to be some kind of expert, and he is. If I go like 1989 and older, okay. Like for some reason, like
dude,
that explains the gray hair a little more.
Anything that the Fink announced, Sam is on top of it.
What's the one I got? Like I got two that you were like, I can't believe you just got this.
We got the Headbangers. I could not believe you fucking got that.
What about the Gobbledygooker?
Well, there's some that,
I don't even know if you had it.
Well, and that's the other hard part is I would love to pull like really obscure ones out, but it's got to be available online for me to download on Amazon. So like I have to kind of go with what they've got. So, all right, you want me to throw you one here?
Yeah, throw me one. Let's see if I can get it.
I usually try to give him one that, pump his ego up and then
get
stump
started,
him.
you know?
Just
the juices flowing, you know?
All right, you ready for your little clip here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me make sure that my volume's actually on.
Let's see what we got here.
Nice.
I got a
10-second clip. Oh, looks like he's got and I'm joined to my right by my new co-host.
Hey, Shane Ace Koplenza running everything.
The new talker of talking.
Trust me, they knew I run my mouth.
Remember, I gave you the opportunity to not do this week.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I know I've heard it. It's just a matter of pairing it up.
Oh, you know what else he hates is when I play the song and then I talk.
One time he played it, and then he'll just he won't shut the hell up. I don't know.
Sounds like me in real life.
Yeah, I've heard it. I'm going to say this is probably from the time period after 2001.
That's incorrect.
Oh, I was going the other way with that one.
This is a Federation era, son. This is
Federation or
Federation.
The new generation?
No, Federation.
What do you got? Go ahead.
Oh no, I'm not giving the answer to this one. You got to figure this out.
Do you want to just tell you?
I would need to. You play it more.
Actually, I'll embarrass myself.
You want to embarrass yourself?
Play it a little bit more.
Right.
I think it's Vader.
Yeah, I think you're right.
It sounds like Vader.
Oh, it's Demolition. Wow.
Oh,
see if you get
shit.
words.
Oh,
that's all you
damn it. All right. Tell me it didn't sound like Vader.
I stopped right before the...
Steve,
you came out hot, too. Like, I know this.
Come on, it's Vader.
Oh, you know like one that I stumped him on that I didn't think he would miss was Nasty Boys. I played that for him.
Okay.
Oh, goodness. It was impossible.
I thought you'd know
it. It was like screeching sound for like 3 seconds on loop.
Yep.
Don't play any ACW teams. They used all the illegal music anyway.
Yeah.
Shit. Enter Sandman.
All right, I gotta see. I don't want to pull out all the good ones that I have saved for next week's actual show. So
I didn't even like it. I knew I heard the song before, and I don't like that song.
Why don't we just stick with that one?
Here comes the Smasher.
You want to be stumped on that one?
No, I won't ride home with you.
Oh, you won't.
I'll make you walk home in your own car.
In my own car?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
The heart is hurting right now.
Yeah. All right. Here we go. How about this one?
Sounds Asian.
We're politically correct here.
Asian.
Wrestling Dorks.
This is from the Far East.
Here's your 10-second clip.
Sponsored by Donald Trump.
This is
Kayan's High?
nope. Tajiri.
Oh,
I was going to say it was either Tajiri or Funaki.
Yeah,
It was one of two.
Tajiri. So there you go, Dan. I'm teeing him up. His confidence is crushed.
I still think I'll beat him.
Yeah, well,
Confidence.
I'm telling you, and I thought that Demolition was too easy because I know once you throw the words in, it's really easy. But I thought that was like your niche. That was late '80s, buddy. Yep. That was you.
But you got to remember, you didn't get me to the hook.
Yeah, but you're supposed to hear it and already hear come and go, man. You're supposed to be able to hear that already. That's what you told me you could do.
He does. He has.
You're supposed to get it from the beginning.
I remember hearing the music. Here comes the axe.
Yeah, but it doesn't
Here
open
comes
now.
the Smasher.
Anyways, let's wrap this up so we can interview these guys proper. So you guys, thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Guerrilla Press. Here come the plugs. Check us out at Wrestling Dorks on Twitter, at the Wrestling Dorks on Facebook. Please go on to tappedoutpod.com where you can catch us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and Google Play. along with all the other episodes that the network has. You guys want to give your Twitter handles out or your Facebooks out one more time before we wrap it up?
Yeah. So on Facebook, you can go to facebook.com/bookacenow. By the way, book me. Instagram at Shayn, Shain, Ace, Koplenza, Klopenza. And on Twitter, it's at Shayn Ace Klopenz. No A, just Shayn Ace, Klopenz. My Twitter handle wasn't
ran out of it.
Brother, I ran out of Twitter lyrics here.
Yeah, that's why we're just wrestling dorks on Twitter. So I'll throw all these links into a big post for you guys to catch up, so it's easier to click and listen to. And
don't forget Breaux Keller on Facebook, BREAUX Keller, and Instagram as well. Same name, Breaux Keller. I'm not on Twitter.
You need to get on Twitter. There's a lot of wrestling on Twitter.
Is it still like a thing?
Is
it
for wrestling?
Dude, you're making me look old now.
Yeah, no. Twitter's not. Sam told me
that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
You're like a decade older than these dudes.
Actually, he sounds older than me. What's this newfangled Twitter?
What is this thing?
No, but you're right. Twitter is kind of out, but for wrestling, it's bigger than Facebook.
It's bigger than
it is.
I've always been. I like Twitter better than Facebook, just because Facebook, I just use it to see what other people are doing.
Yeah,
and I don't really do much.
Yeah.
Twitter, I follow all the things I like. I follow all my sports on Twitter, and you can get into see what's going on. That's the only way I knew about the whole thing going on with the Rhodes, the Bucks, and Daniel Cormier.
Oh, so. I got to throw one more plug out too. Next week we are doing the first ever Dorky Awards.
The Dorkies
awarding the worst of the WWE. I'll be putting out the possible categories for the nominees in the next week or so. Get the Twitter vote out, and please, your vote is going to make us decide what we choose next week and what we debate on and who is the worst. It's going to be Roman Reigns for every fucking category. He's going to be the worst. So definitely, after you listen to us, wait for next week because next week's show is going to be amazing. So anything else to add, Sam?
I think we have a nominee right here for the Dorkies.
Yeah, you're literally reading my mind. This is really shitty.
I hate when they do the stupid Halloween and holiday matches that are the same every year.
Frosty the Snowman just beat down Rudolph for a synapsis. And it's a slobber knocker.
We will see you next week on the Guerrilla Press, guys. Thanks for listening.
Later.